adjustment to living in space only took me about 2.5 to 3 days for the big part of it, and then about another week or week and a half to do to tidy up a little bit of some of the details. But it was very quick for me. Over. Well, there's lots of experiments that we do on Earth that we repeat in space so that we can see the effects of gravity, and there are some experiments that will have value added to just do them on the space station because we eliminate a variable of gravity, so it makes the other variables easier to manage. We're looking at plant growth. We're looking at how human research such as blood, DNA. We're looking at bone density. We're looking at bone marrow. We're looking at muscle degradation. We're looking at muscle buildup. We're looking at different types of foods. We're looking at metals and how they crystallize, and lots of materials. That's a funny question, but the most lifelike science fiction movie that I ever saw was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and when you watch it, you'll say, hey, we do all that stuff today. Over. Well, it depends if you're talking about the roots or the actual plants. I have seen roots actually grow in circles. I've seen them grow in lateral directions, but a lot of the times they try to grow straight down towards the water, and the plants actually grow up towards the light. Over. The launch was very exciting. I heard the first engine start, and the vehicle swayed back and forth a couple of degrees, and then I felt the other engine start, and then the holdbacks released the vehicle, and we started a very slow trek up towards space. And then as we got going faster and faster and faster, and we started losing our second stage started to shut down, we have felt a big forward deceleration in my straps, and then the third stage kicked in. I got kicked back in my seat, and we were off to the races. Once we were up in space, I felt like I was flying upside down the whole time. And no, while we're on ISS, I do not wear special clothes. It's just normal socks, underwear, pants, and a T-shirt. Over. That's a real concern. That happens all the time. And the first thing is we try to contain the mess, so we don't want it floating all over the place. So we just try to stop whatever it is that's leaking or making a mess. And then we go into cleanup mode. And depending on what it is, if it's just a food or a drink or somebody spilled something, then we just get a dry wipe and clean it up. If it's blood or something like that during if we're taking blood, then we have to be much more careful. We get gloves and disinfectants and bottles to put the dry wipes in after we wipe up and clean up the station. Over. Well, in my free time, I like to listen to music, so I listen to my iPod with about 400 songs on it, and I also play a little bit of guitar. Over. The hardest experience that I've had on ISS was spacewalk. It's a very difficult environment. The suit is a little bit hard to get in and get out and maneuver around in. It was very rewarding, and I'm so proud and so happy that we did such a good job, but it was very difficult. Over. Well, astronauts have to be in great physical conditioning because of we fly airplanes, we fly rockets, we do a lot of analog training out in the mountains and caves and living in habitat habitats out in the middle of lava fields, and we do a spacewalk, which requires you really got to be in your top physical health. And psychologically, you're pushing to your edge on a lot of events. So you really got to have a strong psychological posture. Over. Oh, it was absolutely amazing. And when I looked out and saw the Earth going by at 17,500 miles per hour, and I saw the full circumference, and I could see some places that I recognized and even that I've been, along with the nice blue background of atmosphere and water, brown background and green background of the land, and then white of the clouds. Absolutely beautiful. I was amazed. Over. I miss my family and friends the most while I'm on ISS, but I also miss hot showers. And thank you, Portugal. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and look up at the station every night, and remember there's 6 people on there, and don't forget, dream big. Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.